Hello, and welcome to Fun with Finance. I'm Bill Schroer. I'm going to be your host for this presentation and ones to follow, dealing with the fun world of money, finance, investing, and the market. This is my contact information, so if you don't already have it, please take the opportunity to note down my email address and my cell phone number. I welcome questions, suggestions for content, criticism. If I'm being too boring, let me know. So we'll try and make it more fun. Our course goals are good money habits, money management, financial markets and investing, with an ultimate goal of financial independence. And financial independence is basically defined as having enough money to live on without working. That's a nice goal to have because all of us would probably rather do something else than work. So that's our ultimate goal, and these are the strategies by which we're going to get there. Today is lesson 1, and today we're going to talk about the philosophy of how the class is going to be conducted. So, first item is the KISS principle. We're going to keep it simple, stupid. And the idea here is that we need to make all of this understandable, because one of the complaints that I hear an awful lot about financial markets, investing, and good money habits is that it's too complicated. People don't get it, and when things they don't get, then they don't pay attention to. They ignore, they push off, and they don't address them. So we're going to really work hard to keep things simple in this series of presentations. Making it real means that I'm going to try and use examples that relate to the world you live in, to things that matter to you, and to things that you're likely to run into, situations, occurrences, real-life environments that are part of the way you live. It's supposed to be fun. You know, oftentimes finance and the markets tend to be kind of boring and not interesting, and we're going to try and keep this fun and interesting. If you have suggestions for how I can do that better, please send me a note, a text, an email. Stay in touch. I'm going to work to not duplicate things you may be receiving in other places. So things that you may be getting in class or maybe reading about relating to the market or financial investing. I'm going to try not to duplicate those things. And the last thing is utility. That is, I'm going to try and present information that you're going to be able to put to work, things that will be actually useful for you. Our course materials are the book that you should have all received by now. And if you have not received the book, or if you're signing up for this class and not part of the initial role of the group, the book is Why Didn't They Teach Me This in School? By Carrie Siegel. This is a great book of 99 financial management principles, very simple, easy to follow, and that's going to be part of our course material. We're also going to include articles, columns, website references that I find that are useful and relevant to the work we're doing, and real-life experiences, things that have happened to me. And if you send me real-life experiences of things that have happened to you, we will include them in the class. And we may put in other things that seem fun, interesting, or otherwise add to the content value of the class. Good money habits is our first topic, and today we are going to concentrate on number 1, the notion of frugality. And frugal, hi Alex, that means I have 1 minute left. Okay, so we've got 1 minute. Actually, I'm going to take more than a minute.
Yeah.
So that's fine. My producer is advising me how much time I have left to keep this class short and pleasant. So our first topic is going to be frugality, and that's what we're going to talk about today. The rest of these topics we'll talk about in future sessions. Another word for frugal is being cheap, but what it really means is living below your means. Now, how does that translate into day-to-day living? Well, the first thing is, the rule is to save 20%. No matter where you are in life, you want to save 20% of what you have. Because what you will find is that as you get older, there's always more time or more demands on your money than you will have money for. And so if you spend everything you have, whether you're 8, 18, 28, or 38, you will find yourself without saving money and without money that you need for special purchases. So the rule is start now, save 20%. And there's a number of different ways you can do that. You can ask your mom to hold 20% of your allowance, for example. Just put it in a savings account so you never see it. That's one solution. Another is to get a piggy bank and put 20% in it. Have a savings box and save 20%. Or set up an account, a bank account where you can deposit 20% of your earnings. So save 20%. What you need to do this is also discipline and a budget. And we're going to talk about budgets in the near future, but a budget is essentially a plan that looks at how much money is coming in and then what anticipated expenses you have going out. It can get very complicated or it can be very simple. We're going to work on keeping it simple. And so the notion is a budget is an easy, convenient way to look at where your money's going and how to include a 20% savings component. We're going to talk more about frugal and living below your means next time, but that's all the time we have for today. So for next time, the assignment is read principles number 4 and 5 in your book, Principles 4 and 5. See if you can find a 3-ring notebook so you can take some notes and jot down things like questions you might have or issues you'd like me to cover, and keep notes on what you're learning. Make suggestions, call, write, send me an email or text of things you'd like to pursue further. And thank you for being here with Fun with Finance. We'll see you next time.